Today I'm going to be playing some Silence Rogue. So the reason to play this deck is because of Sketchy Information, which we can use to draw into and trigger the death rattle of Showstopper to silence all minions. So it can silence our opponent's minions, which can be strong, and it can also silence Humongous Razorleaf and Package Runner. For a little bit more silence, I've also thrown in a couple copies of Royal Librarian. And then it turns out you do need like 20 other cards for the deck, so I ended up going for an SI7 quest package. And there's actually a little bit of secret synergy, because Scabs adds 5 cards to your hand, so sometimes that's just good enough to activate the Package Runner. So yeah, SI7 Silence Rogue. Somehow I've won about half my games with it so far. Wow, this is a really good hand. Probably just full keep. Might save the SI7 agent to kill the Showstopper, so I have double mass silence. Pretty good against Paladin, potentially. Alright, we'll go SI7 agent and then Razorleaf into Librarian.
May the light grant you peace.
Hand of a Doll would be slightly annoying, but not that big of a deal. Definitely not worth show-stopping here.
For the Alliance and my family.
This Informant is not very big. Let's trade into something.
These are due back tomorrow.
2 mana Sketch. I guess I'll stealth that so it doesn't die here. I think there's a good chance I'm shadow stepping the Skulker next turn, and then playing Informant, I get another Gizmo, maybe I get like the weapon to kill Cariel Rome.
I wonder.
This is not what we stood for.
The light protects me.
This is probably a good enough silence. I guess I could go Librarian. Pretty sure I like Sketchy Information, though.
Intel acquired. Strictly need to know.
So what's the rub?
6/6 isn't huge, but it does make quest progress. Zap is good. I can silence that, but it doesn't really do that much to it. I guess I just can't get at it any other way. Oh wait, this was stupid. I didn't have to make that dagger attack. Well, that's okay. I mean, it's not really okay, because I could have just killed this instead, but whatever.
Really? It's not too heavy.
Maybe it's good to use a weapon charge while the opponent only had one card in hand.
Reporting for duty.
So, I want to just Royal Librarian this, but Sap is pretty tempting since it gives me Secret Passage and 6 mana to spend on it. If I go just like Librarian Secret Passage, then I only have 3 mana to spend. Oh, it's such a good silence, though. I think it's just a silence.
Inside voices, please.
The second Showstopper is my last silence. But I don't really think my opponent can deal with just 2 Showstoppers being in play. Like, they're not going to pull out the Consecration, I'm pretty sure. That's an insane draw, though. That was like the one card my opponent could draw to stay in the game. Do I have to sap it? It's a very sad sap target. I think I do have to, though. Well, wish I hadn't sapped it. So I can extortion and then just play play scabs here. Alright, so I didn't want to play scabs here, because, I don't know, it seems like I can use it better next turn. But what I did do is develop a 3/2 and put an SI7 Assassin in my hand. And the SI7 Assassin is pretty nice to have, I think. But definitely possible, I should have just played scabs. They can't play the Varian this turn, so it would have been hard to deal with. Maybe like a Samuro would have been the issue.
I'm the hand of the king.
I can't just sit here. Stormwind needs me.
You can just go ahead and draw a nice Argent Squire. So I can just like trade this off. It's kind of a good silence. Save the Assassin for the Varian that's coming down this turn. But if I SI7 Assassin here, I get to push more damage this turn. Can push 9. I don't really think I need to, though. So I have Sap and Assassin to get through taunts this turn. Even if it's like Varian plus, what, Pack Mule? Should be fine.
Those who set themselves against me.
Got him.
Scabs versus Malfurion.
I must protect the Fire Lord.
My mission is too important.
Well, you do like to see SI7 cards.
The light protects me.
I think I like the dagger here since my opponent's an aggro deck. If I was up against like quest line mage or something, I'd probably trade the librarian.
Reflect in the moonwell.
That's an upgrade. Probably. That's an upgrade. Probably.
I think I'm probably pretty happy to silence this in the matchup. There is like Greybow, but I mean, I have other silences, right? Oracle is a problem if left unchecked. That is a pretty good draw. Very nice turn. Can't quite play both of these next turn. But I can play Informant and then get another Gizmo. That's rough. The Adorable Infestation doesn't really do anything because I just kill it with my weapon Death Rattle.
So what's the rub?
Alright, so do I want to trade the Librarian? Probably.
Please, I'll due back tomorrow.
I am down to 8, but I'm controlling the board. It's pretty hard for that deck to deal damage without the board, I think.
What is it?
I think it makes sense to trade this away here.
Target eliminated.
Confidential.
I think this is the way to do it. Runic Carvings is actually pretty insane in the matchup, I think.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Kinda want the silence for that, but at this point it's probably not necessary. I can also just sap it, but I would need a cheaper activator for the quest. Probably just silence this.
This guy's toast.
Confidential.
I don't think there's a problem taking this 1 damage. That card is pretty useless at this point. So I'm always playing scabs here.
I can't just sit here. Stormwind needs me.
I mean, I guess I probably just win the game because of this card. You can draw a Razormane battle card next turn, friend.
Daggers crossed.
Hey, lights out.
That literally didn't matter at all, but I also don't need the card, so whatever.
I can see.
Absolutely destroyed.
Scabs versus Tyrande.
You only give me strength.
My mission is too important.
SI7 card. 2 SI7 cards? Insane. I don't know how this matchup is. Probably... I actually don't know. It's definitely better when they miss their turn 1.
We come from far just to see you.
Daggers crossed.
Alright, I guess it's a control deck. Makes sense. The aggro one kind of died off with the Lucia, right? No, my weapon!
This guy's toast.
We come from far just to see you.
Alrighty. Sure. Let's just play some silence things.
30 minutes or less. Hey, lights out.
Could have also just not played the Showstopper and daggered instead. But then, like, I put this to 2 health, the SI7 agents on 1 health. They just seem like good hero power targets.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Don't think I need any of the cards that are currently in my hand. There's a sketchy information, but I do already have Showstopper.
This guy's toast.
Hear that sizzle?
Come, friend. Let's see what you've got. Delivery! Come, friend. Let's see what you've got.
So, I Shadow Stepped the Tenwu to keep it in my hand. That way I have a bounce for scabs. Not entirely sure that was worth it. Oh, I did already have a Shadow Step in my hand, but Tenwu is better anyway. Can use the Shadow Step on Operative. Maybe I could have used my mana a little bit more efficiently though. I mean, there wasn't a way to play any more SI7 cards last turn, was there? Unless I wanted to just shuffle Tenwu back. I think this ends up being fine. Looks like a nice straightforward SI7 turn. So I could sap that. Maybe it's good to get... Well, it doesn't even really matter to get an Elic Mount target off the board, because I could just sap the Elic Mount. You can draw a card from my deck.
I can't just sit here. Stormwind needs me.
Might just double stealth here.
Confidential.
Maybe I shadow step.
Sizzle?
I've seen the Soul Mirror already.
Hold on. I'm getting inspiration.
I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
I couldn't really think of like a specific reason to bounce the scabs there, but letting it die would have been really sad. And I feel like, I mean, I have a stealthed 10 power minion. I don't think I'm too worried about not having lethal here, and even if I don't, then I just scabs again. I guess maybe I'm worried about another devouring plague.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself. Fresh out of the oven.
They heal 5, but I have lethal through that.